about compound, and in this topic we are going to learn about what are compounds, and we are going to see few examples about compound, and we are going to learn about the types of compound. So what are compound is? Compound, okay, it is a matter which is made up of one or two kinds of elements, and a compound is whenever a two element react with each other, it will form a new property, it will give a new substance with a new property, and it is called a compound. Okay, so compound, okay, so whenever you decompose, whenever you break down a compound, it will always give us one or two or more than that elements. It is always formed of one or more elements. Like for example, when you look into water, and when you break down this water, when this water undergoes a chemical reaction, it always breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen. So we can say this H2O or water, it is a compound. So why this is a compound is because it is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. And when we individually see this hydrogen and oxygen, these both are different elements. So you can see, look here that two elements are combining to give a compound. Now another example I am going to give is of NaCl, sodium chloride. So this sodium chloride is also an example of a compound. So when you undergo chemical reaction, this sodium chloride will decompose into sodium and chlorine. Now again, this sodium is element and this chlorine is also another element, but these two elements are combining together to give a sodium chloride, which is a compound. So when we we can define compound as a compound is a substance which is formed of two or more elements and which will give a substance of new property. Like for example, sodium and chlorine are two different elements, and these are reacting with each other, and these are giving a sodium chloride, which is a compound and which will have a new property, which will be completely different from sodium and chlorine. So now I am going to give you a few examples of compound which we see in our day-to-day life. Like for example, sugar. So sugar is also a compound. In sugar we can find carbon, and we can find oxygen, and we can find hydrogen. Now another example is salt. So in salt we will have sodium and chlorine So these are the substances which we use in our day-to-day life, and these are the examples of a compound. So you can find here that in sugar there are three different elements combining: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen. And in salt also there are two different elements are combining, and it is sodium and chlorine. Now another example is carbon dioxide. Whenever we burn any substance, okay, we will get a smoke, and that smoke is actually carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is also one of the example of compound. And in carbon dioxide, we can get elements like carbon and oxygen. So from here, I want to conclude that compound is a substance which is made up of one or more than two elements and which will give a new property substance. Now, there are different kinds of compound. Now, what are the different kinds of compound? So, there are so many compounds we get in this world. Okay, so that's why the compounds has been classified into two classes. One is organic compound and another one is inorganic compound. Inorganic compounds. Now, organic compounds, okay, what are these organic compounds? Is actually the compound which are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and which can be obtained from plant and animal. These are called organic compound. So we can say that organic compounds are actually, we get it from plants and the animal. And in organic compound, we can get carbon as a component, okay, carbon, then we can get hydrogen, and then oxygen, then nitrogen. So when we say organic compounds, the organic compounds sorry. So when we say organic compounds, so organic compound composed, they contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, and these organic compound are obtained from plants and animals. Now another kind of compound is inorganic compound. So now what is this inorganic compound? Now these compounds, okay, these are the compounds which are not obtained from plant and the animals, okay, or in this compound we cannot in inorganic compound we don't find carbon as a component. So these are water. The examples are water. So in water, the formula of water is H2O, so you don't get carbon over here as a component. And then another one is salt, then sand, then washing soda, etc. So between this organic compound and inorganic compound, what are the differences we can get is organic compounds are formed from plant and the animals, but inorganic compounds is not formed from plant and the animal. Like for example, water. We don't get water from plant and the animal. We don't get salt from plant and animal. We don't get sand from plant and animal. So these are the examples of inorganic compound, and organic compounds we get it from plant and the animal, like for example proteins, alcohol, butter, glucose. So these are the examples of the organic compound which we get it from plant and animal. Okay. So till now, I have taught you regarding what are compounds and what are the different kind of compounds, and now what are the characteristics of a compound. Okay, so the characteristic of a compound is number one. In a compound, the constituent element will always combine in a fixed ratio. So this means, okay, so I'm saying that compound is formed by the combination of two or more than two elements. Like for example, water and oxygen combines and it will give hydrogen and oxygen combines and it will give water. So when this combination is taking place, okay, this combination takes place in a ratio 2:1. So always there will be always 2 molecules of hydrogen reacting with 1 molecule of oxygen, and this ratio will not going to change. So this is fixed. Okay, so in any other compound also, whenever the elements are reacting with each other or combining with each other, they will combine in a fixed ratio like this. So hydrogen and oxygen is combining in a ratio 2:1 in order to give water. Now next characteristics is as a compound, okay, is formed by chemical reaction, heat is either observed or evolved. So whenever a chemical reaction is taking place to give a compound, like for example sodium is reacting with chlorine and it is giving sodium chloride. So in this reaction there will be always heat is produced or heat will observe. So in a compound heat is either produced or observed. So this is the second characteristics. Okay. Third characteristic is the property of a compound are totally different from the constituent element. So like for example, okay, whenever calcium is reacting with oxygen, it will give calcium oxide. So this calcium is element and this oxygen is also element, and this calcium oxide is compound. So when we analyze their properties, the property of a compound will always be different from that of its constituent element like calcium and oxygen. The characteristics of the calcium and the characteristics of the oxygen will not be same in calcium oxide. So they will be totally different. So the compound will be totally different from its constituent element. Now, number 4 is the constituent of a compound cannot be separated easily. So when you take example of simple water, you cannot separate hydrogen and oxygen very easily. Okay, so compound, to separate this hydrogen and oxygen, you have to undergo this compound a very high chemical reaction. When you apply a chemical reaction, then only this hydrogen and the oxygen can be separated. So a compound cannot be separated very easily. Now this is 4 characteristics. Number 5th characteristic is a compound is always homogeneous. So when we say water, so water is homogeneous. We cannot find, like whenever we are looking into a water, we cannot get hydrogen and the oxygen separately. So water, when we say water, it is homogeneous. Homogeneous means same. So when we say water, water is homogeneous. So you cannot find hydrogen and the oxygen. You cannot see the hydrogen and the oxygen separately. But when you see water, water is a homogeneous and it is a liquid. It is transparent. So in compound, the 5th characteristics of a compound is homogeneous. So all the constituent element which is present in a compound will possess same property and will have the same composition. Now number 6th characteristic is a compound has a definite melting and a boiling point. So the melting and the boiling point, water. So when we look into the example of water, the melting point of water is 0 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So this is fixed, this is definite. And for different compounds like naphthalene, sodium chloride, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide and sugar, glucose, so these are the different examples of a compound, and these all compounds will have their own melting and their boiling point. point. So these are the 6 characteristics of compound which we can get in a compound. Now student, I am going to give you the assignment.
The assignments: what are compounds and its example? Give differences between organic and inorganic compounds. Write 6 characteristics of compound and submit it before 24th of April. So dear students, stay safe and healthy.